Hello YouTubers, I will review round 0 of the 2024 AFL season. Before I start, it will be appreciated if you can subscribe to my channel. Returning back to the show, the first game of the week was Sydney against Melbourne at the SCG. Average 40,000 people attended the match. The final score was Sydney 12-14-86 to Melbourne 9 goals 10-64. The Swans had won by 22 points. The best players for the Swans were Papali, Blakey, Chad Warner, Healy, and Grundy against his old team. The best players for the Demons were Gord, Petrarca, Winey, Oliver, the midfield trio, and May. The goal kickers for the Swans were 2 goals to Hayward and McLean, and singles to Riggs, Florent, Chad Warner, Fox, Healy, Logan, McDonald, McInerney, and Papali. The goal kickers for the Demons were 4 goals to Fritz, 2 goals to Winey, and singles to Van Rooyen, Langdon, and Petrarca. At three-quarter time, the game was close, with the Swans leading by 2 points at 52-50. Sydney dominated the last quarter with 5 goals to 2 to win by 22 points. Sydney dominated the inside 50s with 65-51 plus 14. Sydney had won the clearances, hit-outs, and stoppages, but lost the centre clearance by 3. My 3-2-1 for the Brownlow are 3 to Jack Winey, who had 30 disposal, 7 contested, and 2 goals. 2 votes to Isaac Heaney with 26 disposal, 1 goal, and 13 contested possessions. And 1 vote to Chad Warner, who had 26 disposal, 1 goal, and 588 metres gained. The second game of the week was between Brisbane and Carlton, at which 33,367 people attended the match. The final score was Brisbane 12-13-85 to Carlton 13 goals 86. The Blues won by 1 point. Poor kicking cost Brisbane the game. The best players for the Lions were Andrews, Wilmot, Zorko, and Neal. The best players for the Blues were Mackay, Curnow, Cripps, Hewitt, and Sarah. The goal kickers for the Lions were 2 goals to Zorko, Cameron, and McCarthy, and singles to McCluggage, Rayner, Danaher, Hitwood, Archie, and Zach Bailey. The goal kickers for the Blues were 4 goals to Charlie Curnow, 3 goals to Mackay, singles to Carroll, Cripps, Fogarty, Kennedy, Cunningham, and Cottrell. During the second quarter, the Lions led by 46 points, and then Carlton kicked 8 consecutive goals to take the lead. Then the game went goal for goal until Mackay kicked a goal with a minute left to put the Blues in front and win the game. 2 sour notes were both Coleman and Doherty both doing an ACL knee injury. Carlton was efficient in the forward line and lost the inside 50s by 13. Brisbane won the hit-outs, clearances, and centre clearance. The Lions' poor kicking cost them the game. My 3-2-1 for the Brownlow are 3 to Curnow, who kicked 4 goals, had 11 disposal and 5 marks. Powerful performance. 2 votes to George Hewitt with 27 disposal, 5 contested possessions, and 409 metres gained. And 1 vote to Lachlan Neal, who had 25 disposal and 5 contested possessions. The third game is Gold Coast versus Richmond, at which 22,086 people attended the match. The final score was Gold Coast 14 goals 15-99 to Richmond 96-60. The Suns won by 39 points. The best players for the Suns were Rao, King, Powell, Flanders, and Anderson. The best players for the Tigers were Shaw, Hopper, Daniel Rioli, and Bolton. The goal kickers for the Suns were 5 goals to King, 3 goals to Roses and Lukosius, 2 goals to Fiorini, and 1 goal to Holman. The goal kickers for Tigers were 3 goals to Bolton, 2 goals to Hopper and Campbell, and singles to Bolter and Pickett. Shea Bolton kicked the first goal of the match before the Suns kicked 11 consecutive goals to take a 67-point lead late in the second quarter. Richmond got the lead back to 23 points in the last quarter before a deliberate rush behind free kick was awarded to Gold Coast, at which Roses had converted into a goal. The Suns won the clearances, the stoppages, and the contested possessions by 26. Rao had 20 contested possessions himself. Also, they won the inside 50 by plus 20. Richmond had to do a lot of defending. My 3-2-1 for the Brownlow are 3 to Rao, who had 33 disposal, 20 contested, and 463 metres gained. The 20 contested possession has not happened since 1999 in a match. 2 votes to Ben King with 5 goals and 6 marks, too strong in the air. And 1 vote to Will Powell, who had 28 disposal, 9 marks, and 555 metres gained. He took so many marks in defence to start the offence. The final game is GWS versus Collingwood, at which 21,235 people attended the match. The final score was GWS 8-16-114 to Collingwood 11 goals 16-82. The Giants won by 32 points. The best players for the Giants were Corniglio, Brown, Tom Green, Kelly, Hogan, Ash, and Whitfield. The best players for Collingwood were Nick and Josh Dacos, Maynard, and Cameron. The goal kickers for the Giants were 5 goals to Callum Brown, 4 goals to Hogan and Daniels, 2 goals to Cadman, and singles to Tom Green, Kelly, and Toby Green. The goal kickers for Collingwood were 3 goals to Milicek, 2 goals to Cameron and Hill, and singles to Nick Dacos, McKeary, Mitchell, and Maynard. The Giants had more midfielders that contributed to the game. The Giants kicked 6 consecutive goals between the second and third quarter. The Magpies were down by 19 points at half-time, but was goalless in the third quarter, and the Giants led by 40 points at three-quarter time, with the game being over. The Giants had more disposals by 37 and won the centre clearances by 1, and Collingwood won the clearances by 1, hit-outs by 26, and inside 50s by 7. The Giants took 4 more inside 50s marks and was more efficient in their forward line. My 3-2-1 for the Brownlow are 3 to Nick Dacos, who had 34 disposal, 1 goal, 10 contested possessions, and 422 metres gained. 2 votes to Tom Green, who had 30 disposal, 1 goal, 9 contested possessions, and 422 metres gained. And 1 vote to Callum Brown, who kicked 5 goals, had 7 marks, and 11 disposals. That's the end, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and comment on my channel. Every subscriber will be appreciated.